Hey everybody, welcome back to the Quantum Show. Got a heck of a thing I'm talking about today. This came up yesterday when I was talking about illegal immigration, of all things, not quantum, right? So I got a little outline of stuff I'm going to go. But first, I want to shout out everybody that needs shouting out. Okay. First, well, yeah. Uh, I'm gonna go over my list of links that I put on every show. And today, Keith Andrews. Shout out to Keith Andrews. He's a heck of a dude. He has his own channel. Head over there, R. Keith Andrews. Okay. DJ Wardove, our own Tim Stafford in the chat right now. He has DJ Wardove links in the description. Okay. I haven't talked to a bunch of these people sometimes in a while. I mean, Long Island Bigfoot, shout out. He's just super nice guy, and he does Bigfoot. What do you want? Mindforked show. She's quantum. She's been doing a lot of movie coverage lately. Excellent. Raven's Rabbit Hole. She's on 12radio.com. Link in the description. Go see. She's got some good topics she talks about, right? Okay, GUFON. That's Rich Giordano. I still follow Rich. And I'm still friends with Rich. It's not going to change. So his link is also in the description. Alien Girl 111. She is here in spirit every night, right? Every night. A new cup, by the way. We'll go over that in a minute. Alien Girl 111, because she gets me inspired. She has a fun ufology show. It's fun. And anybody got something against Alien Girl 111, Good Morning UFO, shout out, then just don't be here, right? Lynn Hurley. Lately, she's been doing a lot of political stuff. However, she is on the list of quantum people because she is 100% certified, I can tell you. And people, okay, Hellfire Studios does the fancy art that I come up with sometimes. Shout out, does great work. Thirdphase of Moon, because of good coverage. Don't really care for a lot of there. I don't agree 100%, but shout out to Thirdphase of Moon. First Floor Audio does Amy's music. Badassery right there. And Michigan UFO and Paranormal, the link is in the description. The shout out is in the name, right? Michigan UFO and Paranormal. We've been knowing each other for a while, and I'm looking at a list right now. I can't see the chat. And he does great shows, great interviews. Go check him out, okay? And go see Praveen Mohan. He's in there too. Ancient India Tech. And okay, because I believe that we had a former civilization here. We were much higher tech than we are now. I mean, our civilization, I usually don't cover civilization type topics, but today is an exception, right? Because I've been getting pounded with this news. And all right, good deal. I got great sound and great visuals. Good deal. Hopefully, StreamYard keeps up. And yes, DJ Wardove is saying it. Please like and subscribe. Thank you, because if you're here, you're quantum. Of all the internet, you ended up here. You could be anywhere, but you are not. You are here. Okay. Now that I've gotten that through, got a mug. It's not official, but Quantum Show mug screenshot. And well, you saw Alien Girl sticker on the back, right? Okay, there it is right there. Because she's here in spirit every night, let me tell you. I refer to her stuff a lot. She has great stuff. And all right, now my topic, you saw the thumbnail, right? I scratched out Plan 9 from Outer Space, because we all remember that one, don't we? Now, based on what I'm looking at, it looks like District Nuevo. Y'all seen the movie District 9? I recommend you go see the movie District 9. I will leave a link in the description. Hey, Rachel, Obi2, welcome back to the Quantum Show. Thanks for coming by. I got a crazy theory here, right? And the reason I said, now District 9 from Outer Space was a fail of a movie, but it's a cult classic now because it's so crazy bad, right? And there's just so much to it that defies logic in movie making even back then. Dang it. That right there is enthusiasm. Okay. The spill of enthusiasm right there. And whoops, yeah, I drank it too fast. The spill of enthusiasm. Now, I'm not going to go to the District Nuevo stuff just yet, but I want to go over a couple of things to say. It's just a couple of things, right? Over Lou's book, right? By the way, it's still not demons. UFOs are still not demons, not demons. And I want to go over why that even came up, okay? The reason that came up at all. Now, I did cover this last week. This is not going to be a Lou show, right? Is because there's a lot of fear involved. The visitations that get reported are very filled with fear. The people are scared, and there seems to be some kind of deal they got going on that they can look at these guys, us as a society. Some of us are slotted to be taken and looked at for whatever reason, okay? And that's where the demon stuff comes in, because they usually show up, well, as grays. There's a lot of that. You have to look at each story individually, because our minds filter and transform so we can understand them, right? I personally don't think I've ever been abducted. I've never been part of that scenario. However, there have been a lot of reports of people who have. And I'm not going to say that they're all wrong. They're making stuff up. Of course not. Why would someone make up someone else's story, copy their story? I would want to make up my story. Now, I've told you about what incidents I did have, and they're nothing like that. They weren't scary, okay? And I think that's where the whole demons thing comes up, because there's a lot of fear involved. And it's not that they are inciting fear, the visitors, but we have it hardwired into us to be scared of our own damn shadows, because most of our evolution, we were trying to not get eaten by everything on the planet, right? Really. And okay, yeah, still not demons. It's a play on fear. Now we're starting to realize as a society, right? Not us. We know what's going on. We have a better understanding than, I call them, the muggles. We have a better understanding, but the general society, regular people that don't pay attention to this stuff, they're so taken up with their own stuff and their TikTok videos, and they're going to the movies and consumerism, mad capitalism, I call it. They're the ones that are saying, are being preached to, and it's sticking, that it's demons. Have you read your Bible lately? And Lou talked about that. There was a congressman talked to him. Have you read your Bible? And I was like, oh, that's a whole another spin. So not gonna talk about that right now. But I'll look at the chat in just a few minutes, y'all. Okay, but I'm going over stuff, right? And that's Lou's book. It's the same narrative as before. Fear, We don't know who's flying through here. Well, we never knew who was flying through here. It's been happening for as long as we have been able to perceive anything in the sky. That's how long it's been going on. Only now we're able to perceive them in a different way with electronic stuff. Okay. Now, the, it's the same narrative. So I'm done with that topic. I'm not going by time. I'm just going by points of interest. Right. Now, if anybody wants to talk about it more, we can on another show, in on a panel later, where we'll have a panel later, and that's that, right? Now, I also want to talk about these astronauts that we have that are stranded. I call it stranded astronauts. Humanity is failing. We should not let that be the case. I don't know how these big wigs, okay, these guys are not like uh they're astronauts. They go through a lot of stuff to become astronauts. They're some of they're the elite in their field. They're not hired hands. We don't they're not disposables. They're not robots, and they're not drones. They're people. We need to go get them. And they're squabbling over how to go get them. What why don't we have a a universal docking ring and a way to go get these guys? Why are we still using rocketry when we know we have all this other stuff? Go get them. Just don't tell anybody, but go get them. Let's not have a repeat of some old crazy stuff from the 80s. Okay? I'm surprised the Men in Black haven't showed up. They're probably watching right now. Shout out to the FBI and the CIA and all the other people watching this show. I'm on to you. You know it. Come in my window or just knock on the door. I got coffee. I even got spare cups now with logos and creamer. I need to adjust this one to say pushing buttons on the bottom of it. We need that. It's a hallmark of the show. Just one of them things, right? So we should stop failing as a species when we put forth our own to go and do the scientific research to figure out reality, and then we leave them there. What? Come on. I don't know how else to say it. People with spaceships, do better. Oh, what is going on with y'all? Come on now. Okay. Now, now I want to talk about the main topic tonight, the District Nuevo from Inner Earth. This is a crazy theory I got. I was talking to someone about the illegal immigration in the United States. I'm not going to talk about it. That is a local phenomenon. That is a tail end thing happening, right? That's after the fact that these guys are coming. And about a year ago, we came up with what are they running away from? That was actually someone who has left the show. They said, what are they running away from? We can't get any information. Okay. All we can hear about is cartels and crime. That's all we hear about. But there's got to be, we're not talking about a few people sneaking across for resources. That has been what it was years ago, right? For years up to now. Now it's entire populations, entire countries worth of people. What are they making room for? And it occurred to me that we're looking at this. I was looking at this wrong when we discuss it. They talk about the people talk about illegal immigration has to be handled. Yeah. But what about before that? What's going on in South America that they're running away from? And I blurted it out like it always happens. It's like the spaceship has already landed and they're making room and they're not telling anybody. But that's District 9. And that's not that isn't something that anyone's have has thought about yet. Like, what are they running away from? And they just say, "Oh, it's crime." They're running away from crime. Hold on. How much crime do you have to have nations worth of people run away from? Imagine there's some outbreaks of stuff happening in one little place in Colorado, right? Imagine if Colorado as a state evacuated to somewhere else. What the hell happened in Colorado? Because that's kind of like what's happening in South America. An entire population is coming, millions of people. Okay, this is not an immigration problem. Later, it becomes an immigration problem here in the United States. But what happened to make those people leave? What's going on down there? We say crime. We say government. Uh, the government is oppressing them, suppressing them, hurting them. Okay, why? Why? What the hell is happening that entire populations of areas are having to be moved? And this brings up a little bit from R. Keith, right? Something R. Keith has maintained. He talks about if divvying of resources, and it just rung a bell when I was thinking about this, that you have so long to get out of here or before we start exterminating. Does that not seem what's going on? What's going on down there? Sounds like they're shipping all these people over. Forget when they get here. What are they leaving? What's down there? I can't get any information. Okay. And I'm not looking at confirmation bias of uh well, the ages of the people, and there is something else happening that is bigger than just people moving into a country illegally. It's happened in Europe for like decades, right? But they all figure it out. Why is this not being figured out? Okay, now this is not a patriotic point stance. This is a whole civilization of people is being moved out of an area. What are they getting away from? What's coming up? And I said inner earth because yeah, it's impractical as far as we know to be able to move through space at the speed of light or close to it or whatever, right? We don't have that technology, so we can't think like that. Somebody has it, we don't have it. Mm. Okay. So what's going on over there? I'm not looking at the chat yet. This is my little soapbox moment. Give me a minute, right? I'm seeing people are talking about stuff, right? So I will look at the chat in a few minutes and maybe come on the panel later, maybe. So, okay, what the hell's happening down there that they're getting out of the way? We're talking, it's like all of a country is being emptied out, all of a country. And they're taking 90% of the people and getting them out, okay? Or 80% of wherever the place I can't get any information. I can't get any information. They're not giving us good numbers. It's like a big smoke screen for something else happening. Okay? There's something else happening. It's not just running off to the land of milk and honey, United States. It's not that. There's so what the hell? Okay, we've got aliens in Peru that's been largely debunked, but not 100%. And we got all the time UFO sightings in Brazil and Argentina and all the countries in South America all the time, UFOs all the time. They even got an OVNI mountain in Argentina. Come on now, it's called UFO Mountain. What the hell? And we're not thinking it's anything but humans. Who's here? Who's pushing us out or pushing those guys out to come to our neighborhood? And I can't get any information. I can't even get any good information. It's it's just the craziest thing I've ever seen. And I told the guy I was talking to, it's like I'm in a dream. This can't be happening because of the reason they're telling us. That makes no sense. All right. It makes no sense that an entire population of people is being pushed out and they're ending up here. I'm sure some of them are ending up in Mexico. I'm about ready to get in line myself. I like a little bit of relief here. How about I get in line? How about we all get in line, go to the border and say, hey, asylum, asylum, no habla inglés, asylum. And they give me a credit card and a phone and a voucher for a hotel. And I just go home. That's my weekend place, right? I don't know. But it seems like there's just something else happening. You don't move societies around, societies, whole groups of countries and stuff, right? Because of man-made issues, unless it's a nuclear reactor, Chernobyl, right? But that didn't happen. That hasn't happened in South America that we know of. I could be wrong. They could just not be telling us. Was there a nuclear meltdown over there? Did we have another uh Fukushima meltdown? Did we have another Chernobyl in South America that nobody's talking about? Do they want to keep it quiet? Because that sounds like man-made. That's happened. I can see that happening. But entire societies don't just leave to go somewhere else. Okay. You got to think of these numbers. There are millions of people moving from one place to another. That has happened in the past that we know of with nuclear meltdowns and tsunamis. That has happened. Of course, a lot more people have died. We can't even get. Did a lot of people die? Did they die? Okay. Now, I've gotten a lot of simple one-line explanations. They're emptying the prisons. They're scared of this, COVID. And I'm like, what? What the hell are you talking about? And that's what happens with cities, okay? That's what happens with cities, not entire, like, countries worth of people. 13 million is a country worth of people in South America. It just seems like there's, and it's, nothing came from space that we know of extra. I mean, South America, they got all the UFOs down there. We see them all the time. Everything's coming from Mexico and Texas too. Just Texas, Florida. The more south you go, the more UFOs you get. It just is the way it is. Number one, Florida. Okay. Well, number two, Florida. Number one, Indiana. But I think that's more like some messed up people up there. They think it's a UFO when somebody bought a new RC plane or a blimp or toy something, you know. But there's just, it just seems like we're missing something else. Because I was thinking something that occurred to me. I was taught when the eastern states were developed by colonialists, the kings and the royals took a map of the United States, a map of the known United States, and they divided them up just by drawing lines. They had the perspective of, well, we need to, from our end where we're not over there, they're going to take this map and say, this is New York, this is North Carolina, this is South Carolina, this is Tennessee, etc. Right? The colonies. Okay. These are the colonies, and we're going to draw straight lines. They don't know what they're drawing over. Hills, mountains, valleys, rivers. That's why we redrew it over time, redefined borders over time. Is that that's the perspective. That's not what's going on, but that's the perspective. Someone has taken a map and said, we need to get the people out of here. We don't care where they go. They can't go south. Let's let them go north. And where is north? Then you enter the human thing, right? Yeah, I don't think it's us, our civilization, doing the planning. They go, here's the map. We need this spot to be emptied out. Where can they go? We don't want to kill them all yet. Where can they go? They can, I guess they can go north. They'll figure it out. They're humans. They get through everything, right? Right. Let's let them go. So they start kicking people out. There's a lot of people on oh, man, everybody's coming on tonight. I mean, Cryptid Huntress is on. Rich just is coming on in a few minutes. Anyway, they took the map and they said, these people got to go. And they're going north. Well, then you enter the human factor of the people dealing with more people. They start moving north. Mexico says, we're going to put you in jail if you come here. We don't know what's going on with District Nuevo down there, but you better come on. You better just keep going north. So they end up in our southern states. And what the hell? Okay. Okay. So that's my theory. That is my theory generally, without discussing it yet, without even looking at the chat room. Okay, this is my soapbox moment. That's why I came up with that District Nuevo from Inner Earth. And are these guys, is Atlantis rising? I don't think so. Did they land? Did they come back? Did somebody come up from underneath? Are they from Antarctica? Are they saying, hey, we came here during when Atlantis fell, we're back. So you're gonna have to leave now. We're not gonna get along with you savages with your low-tech oonga boonga ways. That's us. That's all of us, not just South America, right? Oh. Okay. All right. Well, that is my stance. Something's happening in South America that they're displacing entire populations. What do they, what are they making room for? Who are they making room for? There's been no volcano, no meltdowns that I'm aware of, no natural disasters like a tsunami to displace millions and millions of people. What's chasing them out? We got a lot of people coming in, y'all. That's awesome. Okay. Ah, all right. Now, let me go ahead. I will start looking at the chat room. If you had a question in the past 28 minutes, please put it back in there. I want to welcome everybody back. Aussie Tiger, I saw you come in. And Human Jim, not Robot Jim, welcome back. I'm going to scroll up, scroll up, scroll up. And there are... Okay, yeah, here we go. I'm back. All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Quantum Show. Now my little initial rant is over. I'm going through comments. And yeah, okay. Yeah, I mentioned I was doing shout outs earlier, and Joe was talking about Archie Andrews is one of a kind. He contacted me personally via Facebook Messenger video call, nothing paranormal, and the cemetery behind my house the other day. I feel a lot better after. Good. Yeah, excellent. And I was, yeah. And hey to everybody, DJ Wardove, Pinky Leader. And I think DJ Wardove, no, this is not the new camera. It's just a better connection. I had to change something. My router is starting to act up. And I'm going directly to the spot, the main hub, because I had it as a secondary router because it only has Wi-Fi and 2 ports. I want more ports, plug-in ports. I'm going to have to get another router if I want to keep a router. But for now, the picture might seem better because I had to go to the the actual modem thing, right? It's just I'd bring it in front, but it's wired up, so can't do it. But it's this big honking, you know, box that T-Mobile gave me, and I had it going to a router. Router is messing up. I think Power Flicker's messed with it. So it may be out of service here. All it is right now is a glorified charger. And that might be why things are looking better. So that's that. And priming us to serve in Space Force, maybe, possibly. Those people are picked. As far as I know, I have yet to meet anyone in Space Force. The Legion has a Space Force flag in its memorial area, and no one has joined from Space Force. They've been around a long time. A typical enlistment can be up now. Come on and join, y'all. Shout out Space Force. And I believe this is a failure in humanity. Humanity is failing. 1957, we had the strongest economy of all time. 1999 was probably the peak. What's up now? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's up now. I cannot understand it. A lot has changed in our socioeconomic ways of doing stuff, right? And Pinky's saying space station is always a hack throw off point. I don't really know too much about the space station, to be honest, but I know that you don't go somewhere and leave your guys stranded. You just don't do that. It's like we're not sailing wooden ships across an ocean with spyglasses. Okay, what are we doing here? Have we not come along far enough yet to leave nobody behind? Yeah, they got their provisions and stuff, but dude, that's an outpost. And we must do better. Yeah, we must do better. I really hope we end up doing better. Lynn is saying greed, self-aggrandizing. Yeah, there's a lot of that posturing stuff going on. And we should fix that. We're talking about the space station, I think. And Destic, I don't know if I called you out. Hey, Destic. Yeah, I need pushing buttons on the bottom of the mug. Needs to say pushing buttons. Right now it says whoever made this. It's stainless steel mug. I got that box over here somewhere. Real deal steel, yep. And no, I was using Colorado as an example. There is a thing happening in Colorado where this apartment complex got taken over by some South American gang that they're moving their families in, and they're all armed. I will have a link in this. You know, let me find it. I will find it. Colorado Hotel? No. Let's see. Colorado illegal. Okay, Aurora. Aurora? Yeah, this is Denver Post. Okay, I will have this link in the description after. Let me go ahead and save it real quick. And let me see here. This is Denver Post. Violent gang of illegal immigrants taking over. Let me get over to the page. Thank you. Goodbye. Over Aurora. There's no conspiracy to cover up activity of Trinidad in Colorado. And I don't want to play this thing. Is Aurora being overrun by a gang of illegal immigrants? Of course not. Conservative and liberal mayors of Aurora and Denver, conservative, that's not what I remember, but it's been a long time, have come together to dispel sensationalized reports of rampant gun violence. Well, there is in that area, right? There's no vast conspiracy. I'm going to skip over South America. The gang activity of Tren de Aragua, I believe that's how you say it, an international criminal organization that is run by Venezuelan nationals across South America and is behind the criminal organization of recent arrivals in America who likely arrived illegally or using the asylum system. And no. Of all places, you don't mess with Colorado. They will just shoot on sight. Those people over there, I lived there for 3 months in Fort Collins. Aurora is an extremely diverse city of about 400,000 people. It has always had some gang activity and home of the Wayne's World. Same with Denver, Commerce City, Arvada, Westminster, and Lakewood cities. The addition of the Tren de Aragua, is that how you say it? Gang is a mix to dangerous compilation, but not a cause for panic, fleeing the city or calling 911 without cause. If you see a guy with an M16 or some kind of other weird automatic weapon walking down, don't call 911. Shoot him. Deal with it afterwards. Okay, I do not condone violence against someone who isn't doing anything to you, but you shouldn't have to walk down, especially not in a police state. Okay, if it's a shotgun, leave them alone. We understand the frustration of Aurora. Anyway, that will be in the description after the show. I'm not going to go over the entire thing right now, but that is what's going on in Colorado. And I did use Colorado as an example. If Colorado was being displaced, what would happen? They would have to all move. How would that come to pass, right? And yeah, this is not the robot revolution. We were all expecting it. I mean, come on now. I don't see these guys taking over anytime soon, right? It's not exactly Skynet coming on. And okay, climate refugees. That seems like too easy of an answer. Entire populations being. I need links. Email me a link, send it to me on Facebook, something. I will check it out and let me know here. And yet, no, it didn't. They tried to, but no. Hey, Woo Riders. I didn't see you come in. Welcome back to the Quantum Show. I got a crazy topic today. District 9 from Inner Earth. Atlantis returns. The Atlanteans return. And I'm reading the comments. Thanks everybody for coming in. And okay, what were we talking? I don't remember what we were talking about. I'm going to go ahead and go to the bottom and just catch up. Wait. Oh, I love this. I've watched Transformers. They can cover the invasion up. At least we know it's not space robots. It's probably space humans. Sounds about right. That sounds about right. Very advanced space humans coming back saying, hey, you savages haven't figured it out yet? Move! We're back. Get away from me. And Joe, yeah, it is. It really is. The other day, I got turned around. I use Google Maps, and I'm driving. There was road construction going on in the middle of the night, and Google Maps didn't know about it. And it said go through it, and the exit was closed, so I had to go somewhere else. And I was like, do I need to turn left or right to go home? Because it was an unfamiliar intersection. I turned left. It was the wrong way to go. There was someone standing in the road. I almost hit him. I was like 5, 6 feet away from hitting this person in my giant car going 40 miles an hour. I slammed on the brakes. Luckily, nobody hit me. That was a sign to me I'm going the wrong way. Go the other way. And I was going the wrong way. So, yeah, the paranormal is all around us. Even if it's mundane, like somebody jumping out in the street to you. That has happened before to me. Somebody jumping out in the road in front of me, stopping my car. That's quantum. That is meant to happen. Something's happening. Some kind of series chain of events is sparking off because of the decision to stop or not stop. And you're absolutely right. So yeah, there's paranormal. I got uh cemetery behind my house too, man. Oh, and speaking of, I don't have it all totally hooked up. I took the iPhone off of it, but yeah, new camera rig. This is the night vision. Okay, it records independently. The other one sits here, right? So I am gearing up over here, right? I am gearing up. This is just one because this helps me way down because these cameras and stuff are super light compared to walking around. The Apple has error correction, but gearing up, it's not it's not everything, but it's something. It's something, right? And yeah, it is everywhere. You just have to know to look for it. I got my spirit guide talking to me all the time, and I'm starting to run into local spirits. It's cool. I wouldn't have it no other way. Okay, this is more back, and the question is why they are all moving where they predicted to move 50 years ago. I know this is about the topic, but I'm not sure what 50 years ago. What was that? I'm going to keep scrolling to the bottom. A bunch of hellos, hello, and Human Jim, are you talking about South America? Because they have always had massive UFOs. They've got, like I said in the beginning, UFO mountain. It is a whole mountain. UFOs come and go all day long. You just have to sit there and wait and watch. You will see them and fix your head to where you can see them. Fewer things pointed at the sky. Well, everybody down there is starting to get phones that can see it, and they don't like things pointing up at them. I can understand that. It looks like a weapon, but then again, they don't need to worry about our weapons. So there's maybe a flaw in that idea's logic. And I think that would be awesome. I really do think that would be awesome. If we're about to become a spaceport, then Shangri-La down south is expanding. I love that. That's going to be so cool. Bo show. Yep. AKA processing point, possibly. Plant, possibly. And I wanted to watch the Spaceport show. I know how it ends. Don't know what you're talking about. I'm still reading comments. Right. They're not trying to infect our blankets just yet. Yeah, smallpox. Kill us all. Oh, wait a minute. Didn't they try that with the jabs and everything? Seemed like a culling to me. And I'm still reading the comments, y'all. Yeah, hopefully this is what I was talking about. Hopefully they'll well, looks like South America got the eviction notice. You got however many years to get out of the way because we're about to land District 9. Get the heck out of our way, dirty humans. Oh, I want to hear them all. And Aussie reminds us, please like and subscribe. If you're here, you're quantum. Yeah, thanks everybody for being here. This is a crazy show tonight. And for those, we've had a couple people come in since I started talking about uh, District Nuevo from Inner Earth, a play on District 9 from outer space, because we came up with District 9. Remember District 9? Excellent movie. And Monty's here. Welcome back, Monty. Yeah, aliens for sure. Aliens. I don't know what that means. Volunteer flyers. Okay. Yeah. When I was at Fort Bliss, I talked about them once and they showed up. I don't know how even that even happened, right? Right. Maybe they didn't. Perhaps they found something and they're buying time. Maybe. I mean, that's right near the hot zone. Okay. I'm reading. I'm reading. Uh, what? That lost me, Pinky. I would like to know more. I'm gonna. Okay, now I'm down. And Pinky was talking about. I mentioned District 9 prawns. Yeah. And thank you. I love it too. It was pieced together from different things, and it all mounts on a tripod, and you can stick different stuff to it as needed. And uh, like here, like okay, this has the camera here. I could put something else under here if I figure out how to do it. And see, this is where you mount it on the tripod, and this is kind of just when you don't have anything there. It's a mount, and it just screws in. It's another one, right? And of course, the back of this phone mount has a little screw on it so I can put something there if I want to. I also have that's the night vision from Timu, right? This is the new camera I got. It is supposed to look like JVC. It is not awesome. Okay. And I got a nice big light on it. It's pretty cool. It has a lens cover. It looks all official and important, but it isn't. And yeah. And best of all, it what is it? Well, it has a DVI out. That's good. It has a oh excuse me, not DVI, HDMI. And it uses a memory card and USB, and it's got the light has a shoe mount. They call that a shoe, right? That's what's right here. I don't. I've never been a photography guy, so but it can replace this. It can replace this. It goes right on down there. That's an unused one. The handle is under there now. See, this handle doesn't have anything special about it. It just allows me to go like that. And it helps me steady because I use it two-handed, you know? And that way I can have the camcorder during the day or I can just put different stuff on it. I love it too. And if I use the iPhone or a phone or my phone, then I can do live streams using this. And this would be, and it's kind of self-stabilizing. Put a weight under there, set it on a tripod, whatever. So that is that. I'm I'm upgrading. I'm upgrading, and that is all thanks to the buy me a coffee donations from people. Thank you so much. It helps so much. I've got infrared lights over here that I need to build a power supply for or a portable battery. And yeah, link is in the description if you want to support getting the ghost hunting and detection hardware. I've got a bunch of it already and I've used it here. I've shown what I've done here. It's been a while, but when you work full time, you only got so many hours in a day. Mm, let's see. Tim is talking about, it looks like it could slow down traffic and space-time if necessary. What do you mean there? Topaz time machine. Yeah. Like it's 30 years ago or something. I saw that car. I've got it loaned to my roommate right now. And he was driving up. I just got the new hubcaps. It looked like a Ford commercial. I loved it. I was like, it looks like a Ford commercial because all the new accessories are on it. I'm like, hell yeah. Did you guys see the cow I caught on the trail cam? I don't know where that cow came from. Somebody left a gate open and it walked all the way around the cemetery to where the camera is. I was not expecting to see a cow. Somebody's cow. And yeah, space-time is slow enough as it is if you have ADHD. Yeah. Here's the thing about ADHD. I heard this on a TikTok video and it makes sense, right? What uh ADHD is treated as a disorder. We treat it as something to be fixed. Let's take a minute here, right? Only in the past, let's say 6,000 years, has our current society not been chased after everything that wants to eat us. That was a survival mechanism. It wasn't a handicap or anything to slow us, to stop us from advancing. ADHD, who do you think flies fighter jets? Those guys, okay? It's just very pointed. The people who do the high octane racing, those guys, okay? They have managers because no, they wouldn't manage to get their stuff together if they didn't have someone saying, "Okay, now go here, go here, go here," and then they fixate on. I've been through this. They fixate on the goal at hand, like put the tires on. If it's a race car driver, concentrate on getting tires, and they fixate on that. Concentrate on fixing the whatever. They fixate on that. Getting this part, getting the track lined up, and then they fixate, 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 and all of a sudden you got a fully functional race car driver that is being managed. Same thing with fighter pilots. They don't just jump in a plane like I jump in my Hyundai, right? That no, they got management, tell them what to do. Supply lines, fuel, rescue, safety equipment, etc. Right? And hey, Angler, welcome back. Yeah, I got a heck of a show tonight talking about what is chasing away South America. Did they feel the need to come here, right? And that was District 9 from Inner Earth. And I don't think they came from space. I think they came from South Pole, right? I think they came from Antarctica. And they're finally like Wakanda rising, right? They've been there, they've been watching us, and they're like, get away from us, dirty, dirty humans. You people are the cavemen we were running from. We made our own separate society. And now, well, we want to come home. And well, you're still dirty, dirty damn savages that want to kill each other. So stop it. Yeah, that's not very quantum show. I guess. I don't know. But yeah, the whole thing about the illegal immigration, and there's societies, entire like states and provinces worth of people coming up. Why? Monty is asking, have I looked at the final experiment? No, I have not. I will check it out. I will Google it. Is that a thing to be read or watched? Please let me know. And yeah, I think I covered all my points today. Let's see, Luis's book, talked about that. Still fear play. Stranded astronauts, yeah, talked about that. And there's a lot of talk about that. I'm sorry I didn't get to the chat like I should have, but I had a soapbox moment. I had to get this out there, right? District 9 in real life theory. That's what I called it. And then I did shout outs to everybody on my quantum list. So yeah. Well, I knew that flat Earth is BS. It's not. It's not flat. It isn't flat. No, I knew that. I knew it. It's not flat. Are they? Well, why are so many people coming here? Who's going to the Antarctic? And I call it Shangri-La Space Station down there. That's what I call it. And that's an old show. That's an old show. See, years and years ago, I got out of the army and I needed to occupy my time. So I started role playing. And I was like playing all these games that other people were running. And I had learned to be a DM, game master. And I was like, I'm going to run my own game, my own campaign in my own setting. I'm just going to use the rules from over here, but my own setting. And I just brainstormed and I came up with Shangri-La Spaceport in Antarctica. I ended up channeling Antarctica. It was insane. I thought I was making stuff up, but all of it is turning out to be true, but the details are a little bit skewed. That's a very old show. And yeah, it was pretty crazy. I'm looking. Flat earthers and globe folks will be going to Antarctica to observe the 24-hour sun to disprove the flat earth. Well, good luck to them. Don't freeze. You know the boats freeze in the ocean there, right? They sail up to it and then they get stuck because it gets cold, and when it gets cold in Antarctica, it gets really cold. By the way, you can't see anything on Google Earth from Antarctica for the past several years. I was Google Earthing it the other day to see if I could find the UFO shaped cave. You can't see it right now. And they've got some filler images in there. It's very strange. It's like they made it up. They gave it to a video game developer AI and said, make something look like Antarctica that is in Antarctica. And they did that. Go look on Google Earth. So, but yeah, Antarctica has always been a topic. I don't even know why. For me, it has always been a favorite topic. And let me tell you, my urologist is from, oh, now I can't. It's from down there, right near Cuba. The it sounds like a church. Okay, it sounds like Church Islands. Somebody help me out here. It sounds like a church. Uh, where's some areas down there near Cuba, right? It sounds like a church, but it sounds like something founded by the church because it was. I'm gonna have to just look. Mhm. Dominican Republic. See, Dominican. That sounds like a church. Dominican Republic. She is from Dominican Republic, and yeah, those don't sound like churches to me, Monty. But Dominican Republic does, right? I'm going to bring up the screen and show you what I'm talking about. So, and this is just a Google search, okay? Now, if you look, you got, I can't, can I zoom in? If you look, you see Cuba almost in the middle, and then you go right. It says Antillas Mayores, and then Dominican Republic. Dominican sounds like a church made it, and they did. And okay, that's that, right? That's what I meant to say. She is right. Dominican, right? She's from there, And I should have asked her about, what do you know about Atlantis? Tell me about the UFOs you've seen. But she's a doctor and she was on task and she was working my medical. So I'm going to go see her again. And I'm going to, let me tell you, when you go into a urologist and they're looking at you down on the waist down in a cramped little office, it was nerve-wracking. Well, it's going to be one of those, and when I go in for my appointments for that, it's like I'm trapped in a room with her. Well, when I get to talking about this stuff, she's going to be trapped in a room with me. And I'm going to talk about, tell me about all your UFO stories, because she's got them. Right. Found it. It's there. Found it. Dominican Republic. So, you know what? We have been on for an hour. This has been me trying to run a show, and I think I did pretty good. Lots of energy. I got the enthusiasm spill going on for the coffee. I need coffee. That's a different sound. Stainless steel mug. You know what this show needs? More cowbell. No. Watch me go and buy cowbell on Amazon. Okay, everybody. Thanks for joining me for the first hour solo talking about District Nuevo from Inner Earth. And yep, that's what it's going to be. I'm going to be the crazy one in the VA that day. We have talked about my personal theory about what is going on down there. Did the old humans come back? Did Atlantis come back from Antarctica? Are they coming and they say, "Hey, you got to get the heck out of here. Go somewhere else. We don't care where you go, but you can't stay here." So, yeah. Thanks everybody. I am keeping it quantum. I am going to be pushing buttons in just a second. I think I did well. Please like the show, leave a comment after the show, check the description probably tomorrow. All the links of everything that I talked about are going to be in here, and I need to actually do that. Let me get the map. I'm just going to take a picture. Print screen. I'm going to do that right now. And I will save it in its very own folder. And I will call the picture Old World Area. Heck yeah. And I am going to call that a show. It is coffee time. I'm going to be pushing. Aussie, you're my director now. You're keeping me on track. Heck yeah, it's coffee time for sure. Man, sounds crazy. Only on the Quantum Show will you hear coffee time sounding like that. Thanks, everybody. I will talk to you on the panel. Watch for links. You may get one, and talk to you soon. I've got an idea who I want to come on the show on the panel, and it will be a very pointed show. I may do first hour, second hour. That happened that one time, so it may be good for me to break it up into 2 hours with two different people, right? All right. Oh, that's okay, Bastille. It will be on. You can listen to it later. It was a crazy one. Please do. And I'm going to go. I'm obeying the directions. Aussie is directing me. I need to push them buttons, so I'm going to do that. Thanks, everybody, for the quantum, for coming by. And keep it quantum. What did I even say? Keep it quantum, pushing buttons. Thanks, everybody. Talk to you soon. Coffee time.